Hello everyone, this is Clean Jackie. In this review, I'll introduce the latest upgraded Daytona from VSF Factory. Both of these models have been released before, and these are the latest upgraded versions. This one is the gray Oysterflex Daytona, the latest V2 weighted version, and this is the new Little Le Mans Daytona, the latest V3 weighted version. Let's first take a look at this gray Oysterflex Daytona. This is the previous generation model. VSF Factory has now upgraded both the new and old generation gray Oysterflex Daytonas to weighted versions, which can be considered the best weighted replicas available right now. The weighted Daytonas from other factories simply have no competitiveness when compared to this one from VSF Factory. After VSF Factory released their weighted versions, those less famous makers of weighted replicas basically dropped their prices overnight. I've done many comparison reviews of this gray Oysterflex Daytona before, including some comparisons with Clean Factory. Now that VSF has upgraded to this weighted version, it is the top choice. The value for money is extremely high. For future modifications, this model is also the top choice. This includes modding it with a meteorite dial or other precious metal styles. Just look for this latest V2 weighted version. Okay, let's first weigh it to show you the weight. The weight of this VSF weighted version is about 133 grams. Let's have a look. 132.9, so that's basically around 133 grams. Furthermore, the details and craftsmanship of the VSF Factory version are also excellent. The bezel, the dial, the sunburst finish, and its hands. VSF Factory's hand stack is the most beautifully made, especially this cap shape. Moreover, the VSF Factory weighted case doesn't have issues with the plating flaking off. It comes with protective film. Those who have handled the VSF Factory weighted version of the White Yachtmaster know that not a single one of those has had any issues to date. Therefore, in terms of this weighting technology, VSF Factory can be said to be the most advanced. Now let's look at the case back. The precious metal hallmarks and engravings are quite deep and clear. Now for the clasp. The clasp is not weighted because the process is extremely complex. It has all the necessary engravings, with the latest code, 6LV. The feel of opening and closing it, and the chamfering are all perfectly executed. It's equipped with the Dandong 4130 movement. This is a top-tier movement, and it's extremely stable. Let's check the chronograph function. After unscrewing it, press the pusher, and the chronograph seconds hand starts moving. After one full rotation, the subdial at 3 o'clock moves one increment, indicating 1 minute has passed. If you're not using it, you can turn it off. First, stop it, and after stopping, reset it. The hand running at 6 o'clock is the small seconds hand. Unscrew the crown downwards. Winding it upwards engages the mainspring. Pull it out to the first position, turn the crown upwards, and the hands move clockwise. This is the Dandong 4130 movement. Then, push it back in and screw it down. Currently the best value for money weighted version of the gray Oysterflex Daytona. Now let's look at this new Little Le Mans Daytona, the latest V3 weighted version. The hour markers on this new model are more slender, can you see? Let's first weigh this weighted model. The factory specs for this one are around 185 grams, but the actual weight might have a deviation of about 1 gram. This one is 183.4 grams. This is also the highest end version available. For this VSF model, it's not just the watch head and case that are weighted. The bracelet is also weighted. Furthermore, the weighted sections of the bracelet have no visible seams or joints. Can you see? There might be some protective film on it, making it hard to see clearly. The transition is completely seamless. It all looks identical. See? No marks at all. This bracelet is weighted. Therefore, the overall weight distribution of the entire watch feels very balanced on the wrist, which is an excellent feature. The movement is the Dandong 4131, which is also the most robust clone movement available. Let's take another look at the details of this new model. The dial is very clean, including its 3 subdials and the sunburst finish, which is very fine. The printing of the text also has a 3-dimensional quality. Including the Daytona text, it's all very 3-dimensional. And the hand stack. See? Very beautiful. Let's get a close-up. This cap shape. And also its crown. The 3 dots, small on the sides and large in the middle, correctly match the precious metal version. Then the caseback, with the new model's 0750 engraving. It's all very deep and clear, including inside the clasp. 0750, the latest code is 5NX. It even includes the small orientation dots. The feel of the clasp, the chamfering, and the details are all perfectly executed. Very nice! The new weighted models have a VSF elephant sticker on the back. Now, I'll open the case back to show you this Dandong 4131 movement. Okay, let's take a look. This is the opened case back. This case back is also weighted. It includes all the necessary engravings inside, which is very well done. And this movement is currently the best one available for the new Daytona models. You can identify it by these two regulator arms. The thicker one is on this side. This is the Dandong 4131 movement. It's very stable, and the power reserve can reach around 70 hours. Its engravings, see? Very deep and clear. As for adjusting the time, the operation is exactly the same as the Dandong 4130 movement. There isn't much else to introduce. The bezel has a protective film on it, which I won't peel off. In the future, VSF Factory will also release more weighted models. They have previously released some weighted versions on rubber straps. Friends who are interested can follow this new channel. Previous followers are also welcome to follow. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you in the next one.